Today we'll be making unicorn cookies. I got this cookie cutter off Etsy. We're making a sugar cookie, so I need flour, sugar, butter, eggs, vanilla, salt, and baking powder. I'll be mixing everything together in this KitchenAid mixer in the large bowl with a whisk attachment. Your butter should be softened a bit. I left mine out in the kitchen and today's pretty hot, so it got a little soft. Add it to your mixer. Do not melt this butter because you're not supposed to do that with sugar cookies. It will make your cookies all flat and disgusting. Add in the sugar and turn on your mixer. Add in your eggs and your vanilla. Eggs, vanilla. Mix some more. Make sure this is fully incorporated or all completely well blended together. I want to turn it off and scrape the bowl. Then continue mixing this again. Now I'm going to add in my flour, baking powder, salt, and blend this on very slowly. Now I want to wrap this dough up in the fridge and keep it in there for like an hour or overnight. I'm going to double wrap this so nothing bad happens. So I'm going to flip this over onto the wrapper and wrapping it, doing a double layer just to be safe. I did have some trouble with this dough, so I only took a small piece out and rolled the unicorn cookies out one by one. So just take a piece, roll it out flat, add some flour, flip it around so it doesn't stick to the table. Use your cutter and cut out some unicorns. You might need a toothpick to push it out. I couldn't cut these out perfectly because they're sort of thin. So you might have to shape a horn out like I did and just stick it on and it'll be fine. Before baking these, throw them in the fridge for at least 30 minutes. Bake these in the oven for about 400 degrees Fahrenheit until the horns get a little golden. This will take around 6 minutes, depending on your oven of course. Before you even start decorating these or adding any icing, let them cool off completely. For the icing, we'll be using this KitchenAid mixer. Combine the powdered sugar and 2 egg whites. Attach the paddle attachment. Mix this on low until it's combined. Now add in the salt. A scant half a cup of water, the vanilla, and mix this on low again. If you would like a icing with a thicker consistency, just add more powdered sugar. And if you want it to be more thinner for flooding and filling your cookies, just add more water. I recommend maybe separating the icing into different bowls in smaller portions before you do this. And you could color them also in different bowls. For this recipe, I'm just going to make my unicorns all pink. So I'm just going to color them now with this Fulton red icing. This sort of looks like I murdered someone and I put part of their blood in a jar, but I didn't. So I'm just going to add a little bit. I just want a light pink color. Just adding it in. Mixing it again. In another bowl. In another mixer bowl, I'm going to add some of the icing in there because I feel like this is a little too watery. not enough to pipe my outline, so I want it a little stiff just to see. It's sort of how you want the outline icing to be. It's kind of thick. This looks a little ribbony. If this is not thick enough, just keep adding more icing and adding it even more and more until you get to the point where you could easily pipe a line without it, you know, spreading. With piping tip number 3, outline your cookies as if you were coloring a coloring book when you're 5 or just yesterday. I gave it a belly, curvy belly. The legs were kind of thin and hard to pipe, but don't be afraid to go over any parts that you didn't pipe properly because it will spill out if you don't. Give it a little mane by squiggling the lines on the hair. Pipe a line for the horn. Give it the curves for the face. Now I'm going to let these dry until they get hard. It'll take around like 10 minutes, I think. I'm using the tip number 3 to fill my icing. It's the same tip I used to outline my cookies. But use your more flowy icing to fill these cookies. You don't need to fill them up completely because they will spread. Don't be too generous. If the icing is too thick, add more water. Using a toothpick, just spread it around a little, very lightly poking the icing. Don't poke the cookie when you're doing this. These cookies do need to harden overnight, so wrap them, leave them alone. Just making sure it gets to the arms. There will be bubbles and you can lightly pop them. Thank you for watching my video. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any photos of things you made from my recipes, please send them to me. I have social media sites down below.